Good evening, sports fans, and welcome to the 2019 MBL All-Star Game. It is exciting to be here. Can everybody hear me in the chat room? It is an honor and a privilege to be broadcasting tonight from the Dave Cave in Madison, Wisconsin, as we bring to you the first ever 2019 Midwest Basketball League All-Star Game. This league has been in continuous existence since 1996, and thanks to Greg Wirtz, we have our first ever All-Star Game, and the fellows put me up to doing this on live screen. So on screen right now we have the starting lineups. As the Western Conference, led by Georgia's Larry Foster, takes on the Eastern Conference led by Tonawanda's Nate Hill. Here are your starters. First of all, for the West, Kyle Lowry from Fort Marcy is your point guard. And his backcourt mate is DeMar DeRozan from Georgia. So Larry Foster going with his hometown guy. His own DeMar DeRozan is the shooting guard. Also from Fort Marcy, Victor Oladipo is your small forward. And in the backcourt, we have a formidable duo of Virginia's Anthony Davis, the league's leading shot blocker, and the league's leading rebounder, Cave Creek center DeAndre Jordan. For the East, Russell Westbrook is your starting point guard alongside James Harden. Giannis Antetokounmpo, we'll just call him Giannis from now on, is the league's leading scorer from Tonawanda, and he is your small forward. You may have heard of that guy, LeBron James, also from Tonawanda, starting at the power forward. And the center from Phoenix is Karl Anthony Towns. So I believe the lineups are set, and we are good to go. So let's get started with the tip-off. And while we're listening to the national anthem, let me welcome everybody to the chat room. Greg Wirtz is here, the father of the All-Star Game. Sam Pearson from Gaithersburg is here. Sports Time Machine is here. Good to see you, Mike. Nate Hill, owner of the Tonawanda Talons, is with us in the chat room. As we look at the league standings at the moment, I've got those here in front of me somewhere in this pile of papers. Tonawanda is tied with Los Angeles for the league's best record at 38-10 here at the All-Star break. Tar River is third in the East, 35-13 overall, but they have the same record as the West leading Georgia Generals, 35-13. Virginia, 29-19, is in second place, followed by East Texas and Fort Marcy, with two starters represented in the All-Star game for the Western Conference. We love this game. Western visits Eastern, and it should be a good one. As we tip things off, Eastern wants to run a play. Harden over to James. Bad pass. Turnover to James Harden. Coming back the other way, it is the Western Conference. Lowry to Jordan. Jordan guarded by Towns. He is going to look to his inside mate, Davis, in traffic with the mismatch against LeBron James. 2 points for Anthony Davis. Westbrook now for the East. Looks to set up a play. James Harden wants the ball. He is wide open to penetrate. And they call the charge on Harden. What kind of all-star game is this? That's James Harden's first charging foul of the season, and it happens in the all-star game. What do you know? It is Western ball once again. DeRozan scanning the court. They're going to give it to Oladipo this time. Oladipo is going to try and drive on Giannis. Works his way in. And he scores. 4-0 West. East is heavily favored in this game, but the West is out on top early. Westbrook working around the point. They try LeBron. Working against DeAndre Jordan. LeBron puts it on the hole, takes it to the hoop, and scores. That's going to be a tough matchup for the West. They've got those two big guys starting, neither of whom can probably handle LeBron James starting at the stretch four for the East. And now we have the East coming back on defense as Kyle Lowry looks to attack. He looks around the perimeter. They're going to give DeRozan a try. Cross court to DeRozan working against Westbrook. He drives, he shoots, he scores. 6-2 West. Back the other way. The East is coming back. Harden steps back for a three. Misses. Scramble for the ball. Whistle and a loose ball foul on Giannis. That is his first. And the first team foul of the game charged against the East. West sets the offense. DeRozan guarded by Westbrook. Looks inside to Davis, working against LeBron inside, and he is fouled. Foul is on Westbrook on the play, and Davis will shoot two. In answer to Utah Mike, yes, I am coaching both teams. I have the strategy for tonight is going to be the starting five are going to go the first 8 minutes. Then the backups will go the second 8 minutes. And the starters will finish off the last 8 minutes of each half. I have the guys number 11 and 12 in the event of loose ball foul, of foul trouble, or if I need an extra guy. We've got a couple of backups for East and West that we will bring into the game if needed. Davis with the second free throw, hits the back of the rim, stays in, and it is 8-2 in favor of the West. West is starting quickly, but I'm sure the East will be back in it soon. Westbrook delivers to James, back to Westbrook, knocked away by Lowry. The West has it, and it is Lowry working against James Harden. Lowry's going to go to the hoop, and he gets the basket and the foul on Harden. That is 2 fouls already on James Harden, and he is not a happy bearded wonder. So Harden's going to have to grab some bench, and he will be replaced by Kyrie Irving is the next man up. I'm not accustomed to operating both teams here, so forgive me if it takes a minute. But this is the Eastern Conference, so Lillard is the extra guy here who's going to come into the game replacing James Harden. 2 quick fouls on James Harden, and Nate Hill is beside himself in the chat room. He may be the first guy ever teed up at an All-Star game. DeRozan misses the free throw. DeRozan tips it up and gets it in to go. DeRozan on the tip, and it is 12-4 in favor of the West. East coming back. And they get the dazzler from Giannis to Westbrook, and that's 2 for the East. 12-4 game. West sets up the offense, protecting that 8-point lead. Lowry looks to set up a play. He's going to go to Davis. Davis inside against LeBron. He's butchered in there. Davis goes to the charity line for a pair. Foul is charged to Karl Anthony Towns, the center, and it will be Davis shooting 2. Davis connects on the first. He hits the second, and already the West is up by 10 points. How about that? East comes back. Westbrook to James. James working against DeAndre Jordan now. He's going to look inside to Giannis. Giannis working against the smaller Oladipo, throws it down, and it is 14-6. The West is going to pound it into Davis again. He gets the basket and the foul, and that is a foul on Karl Anthony Towns. So that is 2 on the starting center for the East, and things are going from bad to worse. We're going to have to bring Jokic into the game to replace Karl Anthony Towns. Davis now shooting the free throws. He misses the free throw, and it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic comes back the other way, gets the pass from Westbrook. Westbrook to Davis. Davis for the jump shot is good. West coming back now on offense, leading 16-8. DeAndre Jordan on the switch, working against Lillard. DeAndre shoots and scores. That's his first basket of the game, and the West maintains that 10-point lead with under 8 to play. Lillard now working it inside for the East. Looks around. They're going to give it to that LeBron guy. LeBron's going to step back and shoot the three. Decides not to shoot. Looks to Giannis. Giannis posts up on Oladipo and whistle, and it is a charging foul on Giannis. Oladipo got the position, and the West is getting all the breaks here in the early moments of the first quarter. So it is back to the West. I'm going to slow down the text here just a little bit because it's getting ahead of me. As we continue, the West now has possession. Lowry to DeRozan. DeRozan working against Russell Westbrook. DeRozan steps back for the three, and he hits it from 23 feet, and it is a 21-8 ball game. He settles into the offense, and Giannis throws it away. Bad pass by Giannis, and the West is back on the attack. Oladipo working against the long arms of Giannis. He takes it in, throws it up, and gets it to go. 23-8 in favor of the West. What is going on here? Jokic hits James underneath for the score on the other end. And finally, the East hits double digits. But it is a 23-10 game here with 6:31 to play, and the West back on the attack. Lowry looking around. He's going to go to DeRozan. Working against Westbrook. DeRozan's going to put it on the floor. Dribble drive, no good. Westbrook with the rebound. East comes back. Jokic to James. Stolen by DeAndre Jordan. And here comes the West. Oladipo is going to step back for three, and it's high off the rim, no good. Rebound LeBron James, and here comes the West. Jokic on the ball. Passes it out to Westbrook against Kyle Lowry. Westbrook shot, no good. Lowry made him alter the shot, and Jordan takes the rebound for the West. The league's leading rebounder captures his first of the game. And in the chat room, Greg Wirtz is calling for Dazzlers as the East is being embarrassed by their underrated Western foes. Jordan working inside against Jokic. Will Jordan shoot? He maneuvers inside. No, he passes it back out to Lowry. Lowry covered by James on the switch. Lowry steps back for the three, and no good. James gets the rebound. Good help defense by LeBron there. And here comes the East. Jokic defended by Davis. He is going to look outside to Lillard. Lillard has room for a three. He misses it. Jokic tips it, no good. Anthony Davis digs it out for the West. West still leading 23-10. Under 5 minutes to play now in the first quarter. DeAndre Jordan on the post looking to set up the play. He's going to look inside to Davis. Davis with the power move, and he's called for the offensive foul. My goodness, these referees are all over those whistles. And Davis is called for the offensive foul. We're going the other way. East works it inside. Westbrook to Giannis. Giannis inside. And he's fouled. Fouled by Oladipo. And Giannis will go to the line for two. First foul on Oladipo. And the shot is up and good. Giannis takes the second. It's also good, and there's a timeout on the floor. So it's time to bring in the backups. For the West, we have coming in at the point guard, Steph Curry. Curry had good enough numbers to make the All-Star game, but he missed some time due to injury. Drew Holiday will come in at the two guard. And it will be Kevin Durant coming in at the small forward spot. Kevin Love will play the 4. And LaMarcus Aldridge, the veteran, will play the 5, representing the Gulf Coast Bombers, one of the league's inaugural franchises alongside the one and only Nature Boys. For the East, it will be Ben Simmons coming in at the point guard. There is some controversy surrounding Ben Simmons. He leads the league in steals, he leads the league in assists, and he could not make the starting lineup for the East. Some questions raised by Los Angeles ownership about that decision. Jimmy Butler comes in at the 2. Excuse me, I'm fighting a little dry throat and a little cough here tonight. Trying to drink plenty of water. Coming in at the 3 will be Otto Porter. Coming in at the 4 will be Joel Embiid for the East. And it will be Andre Drummond from the Bluetooth Barons coming in to play the center. And we're ready to get back to action. Utah Mike points out Los Angeles is in the East. First, we need to talk about geography. Yeah, the geography in this league is all messed up. We've got in the East Los Angeles, Phoenix are both in the East. In the West, we've got Georgia, Virginia. Teams have changed ownership and changed locations over the years, and we've kept the division structure intact. So there you have it. All right, back to action. It's going to be Kevin Love setting up for the long three-pointer, and he nails it. 26-12 now in favor of the West. Back the other way, Simmons gets the ball, his first touch, his first dazzler, as Drummond benefits from that play, and it is 26-14. Back comes the West. Holiday, guarded by Embiid on the switch. Holiday puts it on the ground and banks it in off the glass, and the West has doubled the lead, 28-14. East in possession. Porter looks for the open man. He's going to look inside to Joel Embiid, working against Kevin Love. Embiid puts it up, and he's fouled in the act of shooting. Foul on Steph Curry, and that is his first. Embiid's first free throw is no good. And number 2, he hits. 28-15 now in favor of the West, as the West comes back with the basketball. Love is going to fire up another 3. He can't get this one to go. Otto Porter with the rebound for the East. Working it down the court. Simmons to Drummond. Drummond inside to Embiid. He's open, and he backs in and gets it to fall. 28-17. Love being guarded by Embiid. Embiid can't make the steal. Love holds the basketball. He's going to look to Steph Curry for the first time. Curry against Ben Simmons is going to drive, and Simmons blocks his shot. And Simmons grabs the rebound. Back comes the East, but Drummond turns it over. Embiid is actually charged with the turnover as he couldn't get it to Drummond on the low post. Love is going to tee up another 3 for the West, and he gets it. Another 23-footer, and Love has 6 points for the West as they extend the lead. Coming back with the East, it's going to be Durant spotting up for 3. And I've got my teams mixed up. That was Durant for the West. Couldn't get the 3 to go. Embiid rebounds for the East. Coming back the other way, and Ben Simmons gets another dazzler, hitting Embiid for the basket, and the lead is down to 10. The West has the ball now with Curry. Curry's going to look to Durant. Durant's going to... He missed his first 3, so he's going to try and penetrate against Porter. He gets the jump, but can't get the shot to go. Durant will go to the line shooting for 2, and the foul is called on Porter on the play. So Durant shooting for the West, trying to extend the lead. First shot is up and good. Second shot for Durant, also up and good. So that is 2 points for Kevin Durant, representing the Virginia Squires in the Western Conference. There you go, Utah Mike. And the East will come back with the ball trailing by 12. Holiday to Butler. Drew Holiday steals it from Butler. He takes it up the wing. Fast break shot against Simmons, and Holiday gets it to go. The West continues to dominate the first quarter. It is now 35-21, and Simmons throws another dazzler to Drummond. Drummond scores inside. It's 35-23, and with under a minute to play, Aldridge is going to set up down low against Drummond. 15 on the shot clock as Aldridge backs in. Shot is blocked by Drummond. Otto Porter digs out the rebound for the East. They bring it back the other way, and it's Jimmy Butler looking at a jump shot against Jrue Holiday. His shot is up and good. 2 points for Jimmy Butler. And once again, it's a 10-point game. 19 seconds remain in the first quarter as Steph Curry holds the ball, and the West will look for the final shot of the quarter. Curry dribbles, 14 on the shot clock. Holding for the last shot. They get it to Aldridge inside with 9 on the shot clock. He's open. He takes the shot. It's blocked again by Drummond. Aldridge scramble for the ball. Embiid has it, but he pushed off. And that's going to be a foul against Embiid, and it will be Steph Curry to the line shooting 2. Curry leads the league in free throw percentage at 94% on the season, and he'll have 2 shots here for the West to close out the quarter. The first shot is good. Second shot is good. He's automatic. 6 seconds to play. Can the East get off a shot? They're going to see if they can run some offense. Simmons to Drummond. Drummond to Porter, and thrown away by Drummond. That is the end of the quarter. A stunning first quarter with the West leading the game 37-25. Let's take a quick look at the box score. The leading scorer for the West is Anthony Davis with 8 points. Leading scorer for the East with 5 points is Joel Embiid. Field goal percentages are out of this world. The West is at 62%, the East is at 73%. But it was a big quarter at the free throw line for the West. And 9 turnovers by the East is really the deciding factor in this game so far. A 9-1 turnover margin for the West has taken them to this 12-point lead in the first quarter. And on we go now to the second period. We're going to keep the reserves out there until the 8-minute mark, and then we'll bring back the starters. Nate wants to know if the East is running the fast break. Do you want the fast break to run, Nate? I can turn that on for the East if you'd like. Right now it's just whatever the computer suggested. West comes in with Aldridge down low. Maneuvering inside. He can't hit. Foul on the rebound is against Jimmy Butler. Butler with a foul for the East. And it will be side out for the West. Aldridge gets inside again. He's got Otto Porter guarding him on this mismatch. But Porter gets up and blocks that shot. Kevin Love with the rebound. He tries to take it back up, and he's fouled on the play by Ben Simmons. Foul on Simmons, and Love will go to the line to shoot 2. He connects on the first for his 7th point of the game. And let's get the fast break turned on for the East. Love takes the second free throw and hits it. The lead is 14 as the East comes back on offense. I'm afraid to say, Nate, the running the fast break isn't going to help your team's defense any. As the West works it around, they get it to Butler. Butler for the East working against Holiday. Butler's going to take the 3. And he's got it. A 3-pointer for Jimmy Butler. Back the other way, it's Durant finding Curry with the dazzler. Curry scores on the outside, and once again it is 13-point lead for the West. East comes back with Simmons, looking for Drummond. Drummond over to Embiid. Embiid over to Butler. Butler working on Holiday is going to take it to the glass, and he draws the foul. He gets to the line, foul on Durant on the play. And we welcome to the draft room, to the chat room, Jeff Bombchill. So glad to see you can hang out with us here, Jeff. Your guy LaMarcus Aldridge is having a pretty good presence here in this first half, although he is yet to score. And for those of you who can't hang around, this game will be put on my YouTube channel. So once the game is over, you can come back to my YouTube channel at any time and see this debacle as the West is running all over the East. East turned the ball over 9 times in the first quarter, and the West took advantage of that. And now we have Jimmy Butler on the foul line for the East. His foul shot is up, no good. And Butler hits the second, 41-29, as the West comes back on offense. Curry to Aldridge. Aldridge backs in on Drummond, and Drummond's called for the reach-in foul against Aldridge. 3 team fouls already against the East as the West takes the ball out and settles into their offense. This time Drummond knocks it loose, and it's turned over by Aldridge. East comes back with Simmons. Simmons to Butler. Butler tees up a 3. No good. Kevin Love clears the glass for the West. And the West comes back. They've got it to Drummond down low. He doesn't have a shot. He is going to look to Curry. Curry working against the bigger Ben Simmons. Makes his move, and Simmons blocks him again. Curry's denied. Love catches the offensive glass and puts it back up and in. You've got to put a body on Love or he'll kill you on the offensive glass, says Strat. 43-29 now as the East comes back. Simmons to Porter. Porter inside to Embiid working against Love. Aldridge comes over to try the block, and he can't get it. Embiid gets the basket. And back on the other end, we've got the West committing a turnover as Aldridge loses the ball out of bounds. And the East comes back with a chance to cut it to 10. Butler delivers it to Embiid inside, working again against Love. He's 3 for 3 so far. Embiid backs in, blocked by Aldridge. Embiid denied. Durant with the rebound for the West. Curry to Durant. Durant works against Porter. He's open. He shoots the J, and he delivers. 4 points now for Durant, and the lead is once again 14. The East comes back, and Butler is whining. He wanted a call on that play. Couldn't get it. Drops the ball inside to Embiid, working against Love. Embiid leans in, and he gets the foul. Aldridge on the foul. That's his first, the team second. And it will be Embiid shooting 2. And he hits them both. 45-33 now in favor of the West. As Team Foster comes back. And Holiday gets it from Curry and finishes for the deuce. Dazzler for Steph Curry, 47-33. East coming back. Drummond gets the ball on the post working against LaMarcus Aldridge. Drummond's backs in hard, and Andre Drummond throws it down. He threw Aldridge down, and then he threw down the dunk. And the East is back to within 12. Curry working against Andre Drummond. Gets the ball into LaMarcus Aldridge coming off a screen. Since when do they set screens in an all-star game? Beats me. Aldridge maneuvers inside, and he is called for the charge. All right, we are at the 8-minute mark. So once again, it will be wholesale substitutions for both squads. Starting with the West. Lowry comes back in at the point. DeRozan comes back in at the 2. And Victor Oladipo comes in at the 3. Anthony Davis will play the 4. And DeAndre Jordan at the 5. For the East, we will have Westbrook back at the point. Harden alongside him. And Giannis at the 3. LeBron James back in at the 4. And Karl Anthony Towns, the big man, in the middle. East comes back, James to Giannis, and James commits the turnover. Back comes the West. Oladipo working against Giannis, and Giannis is called for the reach-in, and that is his third. 3 fouls on Giannis, and only 4 points in just 8 minutes of play. So they're going to have to pull Giannis, and it will be Jokic coming back into the game for the East. Jokic will have to move to the 4, and LeBron James will move out to play the 3. West settles into their offense. Lowry holding the ball, guarded by Harden, and Harden makes the steal. Harden from Westbrook on the fast break, and Harden is fouled in the act of shooting. Charged that one to Kyle Lowry, and James Harden goes to the free throw line. Welcome to the chat room, D. Scott Howard. I'm at a D2 tourney tonight. We'll watch later. Thanks to you all you guys for sharing this with us. Thank you, D. Scott, for tuning in here tonight and enjoying the All-Star game with me and a lot of my league mates here on the Epic Sports Broadcasting Network, live on YouTube from the Dave Cave. Harden connects on the first free throw, and Harden hits the second, and the lead is 10. West setting it up. Oladipo being guarded by James. Looking for help. He's going to go down inside to Davis. Davis against Jokic puts it up. And Jokic blocked it. Jokic gets the rebound. Westbrook puts it on the floor. And he is loose in the open court. Uh-oh, says the chat. And Westbrook lays it up and good. The lead is now 8. LeBron James coming back. And he gets the ball stolen away by Westbrook. Westbrook to James on the fast break. It's good, and the lead is 6. Here comes the Eastern Conference comeback. We knew it would happen, and it is that fast break offense as suggested by Nate Hill. And now what is this? It looks like Anthony Davis is going to shoot a 3. That's more like the All-Star game that we're accustomed to seeing. Rebound tipped by LeBron to himself. Gets it to Westbrook on the break. Harden sets the pick on DeRozan. Westbrook gets it to Roseanne, and it is a short jump shot for Harden on the break, and the lead is down to 4. Jeff, what should we do? Should we turn on the fast break for your Western guys? Let me know if that's what you guys want. Larry's not here, so Jeff will be the de facto coach for the Western Conference while he is with us. DeAndre Jordan working against Karl Anthony Towns down low for the West. He makes a power move, and he's called for the charge. Under 6 to play, and once again we have a ball game after that flurry of buckets by the East. And now the East is coming back with a chance to cut it to 2. LeBron James scans the court. And Jeff Bombshell from the chat room calls for the fast break. Welcome, Ken Castro. Glad to see you here tonight for the Midwest Basketball League All-Star game. LeBron James is going to look to Harden. Harden is going to tee up the jump shot. He misses it, and Anthony Davis clears the boards for the West. Oladipo looking to pass. And the West is going to go ahead and take a timeout quickly so that they can turn on the fast break offense. It's an all-star game. Everybody should be fast breaking. So here's Lowry looking for the pass. He's going to go inside to Davis. Davis against Jokic. Works his way into the paint, misses the jump hook. Jokic blocks out and controls the rebound. Jokic to Westbrook. Westbrook to Harden. Back to Westbrook, and Harden scores the fast break. Nice two-man fast break by Harden and Westbrook. Why they couldn't do that as teammates in Houston, I don't know. But it's working for them here tonight as the Eastern Conference All-Star team is on a run. DeAndre Jordan backing in against Towns. Towns won't be moved from the spot. They're going to take it out to DeRozan. Working against Westbrook. DeRozan will penetrate. He misses. Loose ball. Towns comes up with it. Gets it out to Westbrook. Westbrook fires to James. James to Jokic on the fast break. Shot is good, and we are tied. A huge comeback by the East here in the second quarter. DeAndre Jordan now against Westbrook on the mismatch. Can he get the shot up? No good. Harden rebounds. Once again, the East will run. Westbrook has the shot this time. His fast break is up and good. A picture-perfect fast break by the East, and it is the East who takes the lead. And now here's a steal by LeBron. LeBron is going to take it coast to coast. It's good, and he's fouled. What a run by the East as they take a 4-point lead with LeBron James going to the foul line. His free throw attempt is good, and the lead is now 5 for the East. West into its offensive set. Jokic inside has the opening as he tries to defend DeAndre Jordan. Can Jordan get this one to go? He scores it. 4 points for DeAndre Jordan, and that quiets the run for the moment. Back on the other side, it is a dazzler for Jokic to Towns, and the East once again takes the 5-point lead. Here's Jordan again working inside. DeAndre Jordan in the lane with nowhere to turn, and it's stolen away by Towns. Westbrook to James, stolen away by Oladipo. Oladipo is coming back the other way on the fast break. He misses a shot. Westbrook with the rebound, fires to Harden. I can't keep up with this action as it is back and forth all the way. Westbrook is going to drive to the hole, and he gets it to go. What a run for the Eastern Conference as the West doesn't know what to do. Kyle Lowry now out on top. He's going to drive. Harden hits the deck. No call. Shot no good. Pulled down by James. East will break again. And Harden throws the dazzler to Westbrook. 2 more for the East, and the lead is 9. Kyle Lowry again, frustrated that he didn't get the call on the last time. He's going to take it again. Nice dribble drive by Lowry, and he gets it to go over James Harden. They didn't put Harden out there for his defense. And the action is fast and furious. We're already under a minute and a half to play in the first half, and the East leads by 7. Hello, our Red Sox fan. Welcome to the 2019 Midwest Basketball League All-Star Game with a cast of characters from the Midwest Basketball League populating the chat room, and it's shenanigans up one side and down the other. Okay, Harden looks to set one up for the East. They're going to give it to that LeBron guy. LeBron steps back for 3. And he misses. Oladipo made him alter the shot. Jordan on the rebound. Fast break shot for Jordan coming the other way. And he misses. Jokic rebounds it with authority. Gets it to Westbrook. Westbrook to Towns. And Karl-Anthony Towns scores on the assist from Westbrook. 60-51 now in favor of the East. The West into its offense once again. This time they're going to try DeRozan. Working against Westbrook. DeRozan will drive and he scores. Westbrook now working against Lowry. For the East. This time they look to Harden. Harden's going to put the ball on the deck. He misses it. Harden wants the foul, can't get the call. Oladipo pulls the rebound. Lowry to Oladipo on the fast break, and Oladipo finishes to make it a 7-point game. East comes back. Westbrook finds Jokic inside for the inside basket. That is 6 assists for Westbrook, and the lead is once again 7. And the West will have the final possession of the first half. West wants to run a play. DeRozan drives. Drops it into DeAndre Jordan, who's open against Towns. And Towns gets him on the arm. That will be 2 foul shots for DeAndre Jordan as we close down the first half. Jordan hits the first free throw, and the second is good. And Greg, yeah, you're correct. Westbrook is S5, and I don't know what's going on with that because I thought I had this set for no fatigue, but unfortunately, fatigue is what we're seeing. And that does it for the first half. Hopefully, everybody will come out rested and raring for action in the second, as the East goes into halftime with a 5-point lead. Once again, we take a look at the box score. The West is led by Kevin Love with 10 after those 2 3-pointers. And DeRozan with 9, Anthony Davis with 8. West is now at 52% field goal shooting on the game. The East is also led by Westbrook with 10 and those 6 assists. He's got to be your player of the game so far. And indeed he is. A 37-point quarter put up by the West in the first, and the East came back with 37 of their own in the second, while the West could only put up 20, and they now trail by 5. We're going to keep the starters out there to begin the second half. And everybody is rested and ready to go. We're going to stick with a fast break for both teams, just because we can. That's what All-Star games are for. We will bring Giannis back into the game, replacing Jokic. And as Nate instructed, we're going to put Giannis at the 3 and LeBron at the 4. And the computer's going to decide to post up Giannis against Oladipo, which is really a pretty good decision. So we have the starting 5 back in the game for both units, and we're ready for action. Third quarter starting up with the West in control. DeRozan working against Westbrook. He looks for an opening. He weaves through and he finishes. Nice play by DeRozan. Here comes Westbrook back the other way for the East, and he finds Giannis posted up against Oladipo. He backs in, and he gets it in the foul. Basket and the foul for Giannis. They get this one on Jordan, and it will be Giannis at the line. Giannis hits the foul shot, and the East leads by 6. Back comes the West. DeRozan looking to pass. He's going to look inside to Davis. Davis working against LeBron. Backs it in. He gets a shot. He gets the whistle. The shot doesn't go, but Davis will go to the line for 2 foul shots. They got Russell Westbrook on the reach-in foul, and Davis will shoot 2. First shot is good. Second shot by Davis is good, and once again the lead is 4. East needs a basket. Giannis working the 2-man game with Westbrook. Giannis under pressure by the defense. He's got to kick it out. He's going to go to Harden. Harden working on DeRozan, drives to the hole. He gets the whistle. No good. Foul on the play is on Lowry, and it will be 2 shots for Harden. First shot is no good. An uncharacteristic miss for James Harden. Second shot for Harden is good, and the East now leads by 5. West coming back within striking distance as Jordan gets the ball on the post. Can't do anything with it. He's going to look outside to DeRozan, who's been the hot hand. DeRozan's going to penetrate, and he is fouled by Harden. Number 3 on Harden, and DeRozan is going back to the line. He leads all scorers in the West with 11 points on the night. First free throw is no good. Second free throw is good. And once again, it's a 4-point game. Earl texted and said he is watching, but he's having trouble getting into the chat room. Well, Sam, tell Earl that I banned him from the chat room because he is such a scalawag that he's not allowed in here. So that's on me. All right. DeRozan hits the free throw. And it is now the East coming back with Westbrook and James. It's going to be Westbrook with the shot opportunity. From 16 feet, no good. Anthony Davis with the rebound for the West. They get out on the break, and Giannis makes the steal. He sets back up on offense. Harden dribbles. DeRozan tries to stay with him. Harden's looking for help. He gets it down inside to Giannis. Giannis working against Oladipo. His shot is good. Coming back for the West, it's going to be Lowry teeing up the three. No good. Westbrook gets the rebound. He leads the break, and he drops one off to Towns for the Dazzler. Another fast break basket for the East, and they have stretched the lead to 8. Lowry coming back. Gets the feed from Oladipo. He's open against Harden. He stops and pops, and he drains it. Good shot by Kyle Lowry on the dish from Oladipo. Westbrook leads the East. Back to the offense. He's guarded closely by Lowry. Westbrook, they're going to look to LeBron James this time. James against DeAndre Jordan puts it on the floor, and he scores it. That's 11 for LeBron James. West comes back with DeRozan, finding Anthony Davis inside. Davis working inside. It's good, and the foul. They get Towns for this foul, and that is his 4th. Karl Anthony Towns is going to have to go to the bench with 4 personal fouls, and Jokic will come back into the game for the East. All right, for those of you who don't know Earl, he is the finest gentleman on the planet. I would never ban him from the chat, but we'll let the rumor stand that Earl's a scalawag. Davis misses the free throw. Scramble on the boards. LeBron James brings it away for the East. East leading by 6. And Giannis with a dazzler to James. The lead is 8 as the West comes back on offense. Jordan working down low against Jokic. Goes to the hoop. Passes it back out to Lowry to Oladipo, and Oladipo scores it. Good ball movement by the West to cut it to 6 as the East comes back on offense. Giannis with Oladipo guarding him closely. They're going to look back to Harden. Harden for 3. He misses it. Cleared by Jordan. Jordan gets the outlet to Lowry to Oladipo on the fast break, and Oladipo converts it for the basket. 4-point lead now as the East comes back. Jokic to Harden, stolen by DeRozan. DeRozan gets it to Davis. Davis looks at another 3. What is he doing out there? 3-pointer on the way, no good. Giannis pulls away the rebound for the East. Another fast break, Westbrook to Jokic, and another easy basket for the East on the fast break. The lead is 6 as the West comes back. DeRozan now sets up the offense. He's going to look inside to Anthony Davis. Davis gets it back, working against LeBron. Leans in, gets it to go. Nice low block work by Davis. He sets up, coming back the other way. Westbrook to James. Another steal for Oladipo. And here comes the West with a chance to cut it to 2. Stellar defense tonight by Victor Oladipo in spite of the fact that he's guarding a much bigger Giannis. DeRozan has Oladipo. He's got a step on Giannis. He takes it to the basket, and he hits it. And with 6 minutes to go in the third, it's a 2-point game. As the East comes back, and Giannis drops another dazzler to Westbrook for the easy basket. The lead is 4, and the West comes back. Jordan again working against Jokic. He goes in hard, and Jordan is called for the charge. Charging foul on DeAndre Jordan. That is his 3rd. And it is a 4-point game with 5.5 to play here in the third quarter. East ball. Leading by 4. Giannis for 3. And 23-footer is no good. Harden takes it back up. He can't get it to go, but he is fouled by DeRozan, and that is his 1st. Harden to the line for 2 free throws, trying to stretch the lead once again for the East. He hits the first. Second shot is no good. And Jokic comes out of it on the offensive glass, but he's denied by Jordan. and Jordan clears the glass for the West. Davis gets it. He's open. Inside. He gets it to go. 3-point lead now for the East. Westbrook inside to Janic. Janic inside is good. And the East is up 81-76. DeRozan working against Westbrook. He puts his head down, takes it down to the lane. Couldn't get the shot, but he got the call on Westbrook. And DeRozan will go to the line. Somebody tells Giannis no more threes. Somebody needs to tell Anthony Davis no more threes. He shot 2 threes already out there tonight. And DeRozan hits both free throws, and it's a 3-point game with 4:35 to go. Reserves getting ready to come back into the game at the next dead ball. Westbrook to James, defended by Jordan. James is going to have to go back out to, he's going to look inside to Giannis. Working against Oladipo. He's 4 for 4 on the block. He's 5 for 5 on the block and the foul. 13 for Giannis. Foul on Oladipo on the play. Giannis for 1 free throw. It's good. Timeout on the floor with 4:22 to play in the third quarter as the subs come back into the ball game. So once again for the West, it will be Steph Curry at the point, alongside Drew Holiday at the 2. Durant will play the 3. Love at the 4. Aldridge at the 5. Now for the East, it will be Ben Simmons back into the game to run the point. Alongside Jimmy Butler. This was the unit that had a lot of trouble generating points in the first half. Otto Porter comes in at the 3. Porter has just been blistering it from three-point land this season. And that's what got him his spot on the All-Star team. So he's going to see if he can get it going from three-point range. And Embiid and Drummond down low for the East. And we are set to go back to action. West ball trailing by 6. Love has it down low, looking for help. He is going to go to Durant. Let's go to Curry. Curry on the 3. He drains it. A 3-pointer for Curry to cut the lead in half. Jimmy Butler passing the ball around. And he is going to look down inside to Embiid. Working against Kevin Love. Embiid dunks it. Slam dunk for Joel Embiid. And back comes the West. Curry to Aldridge. What's Aldridge going to do? He's going to look to Durant this time. Durant's going to tee up a 3. And he hits it. Here come the 3-point bombers for the West. And it is a 2-point game. Simmons being played tough by Curry. Looking for help. He's going to look inside to Embiid. Taking it up strong. And he is called for the charge. I'm going to quit using that power move. Because every time somebody goes to the power move, they're getting called with a charge tonight. Referees are being consistent with it, but not the type of officiating you expect to see in an all-star game. West with a chance to tie. Curry looking around. He gets it to his buddy Durant. Durant working against Otto Porter. Is going to put it on the floor. Andre Drummond can't get the block, and Durant scores to tie the game for the West. This is an outstanding matchup. Otto Porter now has a chance to tee up a 3, and he's fouled by Durant. 3 shots for Otto Porter on a silly foul by Kevin Durant. What is that guy thinking? Porter hits the first. Put the East back out on top. He hits the second. And Porter gets all 3 to go, and the East once again leads by 3. West comes back. Curry to Aldridge. Guarded by Drummond. Looking around, they're going to go back to Curry. Curry against Simmons is going to take it to the hole. His shot is blocked. Embiid on the rebound. Simmons to Porter. Porter has the shot on the fast break, and he can't get it to go. Durant with the rebound. As the West runs back, it's going to be Jrue Holiday on the fast break. He can't get it to go. Porter rebounds to Simmons, and Simmons to Jimmy Butler on the dazzler for the basket. Jimmy Butler scores for the East, and it is a 5-point lead once again. Here's LaMarcus Aldridge wandering out into three-point range. Everybody's trying to get into the act. Aldridge misses it. Embiid hauls it in. Simmons on the break, dazzler to Butler, and the lead is back to 7. West comes back with Durant finding Curry open for the easy basket. The hoops are flying in so fast I can't keep up. Simmons to Butler, and Simmons throws another dazzler to Butler, and Butler scores. It's a 7-point game, and the West is back on offense. Steph Curry coming back for 3. He misses. Porter with the rebound to Simmons, and Simmons with another assist to Butler. And it is a 9-point lead now, as Ben Simmons has tallied 9 assists. What a performance by Simmons here in this third quarter. Curry is dribbling. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. 12 on the shot clock. Curry's going to look to Durant. Durant on the wing works against Porter. He's going to tee up a 3. No good. He rushed it. Porter rebounds to Simmons. Simmons to Butler, over to Drummond, and Drummond turns it over. West with 4 seconds to play. Durant under pressure, looks to Curry. Curry throws up the 3. He misses. Curry gets his own rebound, tips it back up and in. And at the horn, it is a 7-point lead at the end of the third quarter as the East leads by 7. Taking a look at the box score, that was a crazy, crazy third period. The period started with the East up by 5 and stayed that way pretty much throughout the period. They just went back and forth, and at the end of the period, the East was up by 7. Sam Pearson. So dazzlers are important. My Jedi Knights know nothing of dazzlers this season. Sam, I feel your pain, as does Greg. Let's take another look at some stats before we head to the fourth quarter. 23 assists for the East, for the West, led by Lowry with 6. And it was Ben Simmons who provided the spark with 9 assists. Westbrook's already got 12 points, 10 assists for the East, and he is still your leading candidate for MVP. West once led by 15 points, and the East had a 24-point swing to turn it around, and they now head into the fourth quarter leading by 7. And we're back in action with the East, working inside to Embiid to open the period. Embiid works against Love. Whistle on the play, and it's a block. Referee was indecisive there for a moment, but they point the finger at Love for the blocking foul, and Embiid will go for 2 free throws. He hits the first, and he hits the second. 12 points now for Embiid, 13 for Embiid as he hits the second free throw, and the lead once again for the East is 9, their biggest of the game. West runs a play. Curry to Holiday. Holiday looking for an open man. He looks back to Curry. Simmons is crowding Curry. He can't get the 3, so he drives around. Simmons gets to the hole. Shot no good. Drummond rebounds. And once again, the East is on the run. Otto Porter is out ahead of everybody on the break. Durant slaps at the ball. Porter throws it up after the whistle, but they're going to let him go to the line with the foul on the play being charged to Kevin Durant. Otto Porter now shooting 2. First shot no good. Second shot is good, and the East now leads 100-90 as the West comes back on offense. Curry to Love. Love working inside. And again, he's called for the charge. These charging fouls on both sides are getting out of hand. And the fans here at the Susowitz Center are not too happy about that. East now gets it into Drummond, and Drummond turns it over. Actually, the turnover's charged to Embiid on the bad pass. And it is Love coming back. He's got a mismatch against Ben Simmons. So Love's going to take it down to the block, and he scores it. 12 for Love, and the lead is 8. Simmons comes back looking to pass. They've got Embiid down on the low block. Embiid against Love, works his way inside. Shot no good. Love with the rebound, and the West will run. And it is going to be Curry and Durant on the two-man game, and Curry for the finish. West gets within 6 now. Simmons being guarded roughly by Curry. Curry is right in his shorts. And Simmons has to give it up to Embiid again. Embiid working against Love, and he gets this one to go. 8-point lead now as Love comes back for the West. Setting up the offense. They're going to look once again to Durant. Durant working against Porter on the drive. His shot is blocked, but the foul is called on Porter. And it will be Durant headed to the free throw line. First shot is good. Second shot is up and good. And the West gets back to within 6. The West is hanging around here as the East has not been able to put it away. Butler on the wing now covered by Kevin Love. Butler's going to put the ball on the floor. He penetrates, throws it up and in. Nice dribble drive by Jimmy Butler. The West comes back, and they've got Aldridge down low on the mismatch. Aldridge goes to work on Porter, and he slams it home. 6-point game once again. Drummond looking to set up the offense for the East. He's going to go to Butler. Butler on the drive. Bank shot misses. Rebound Love. Fast break for the West. Curry to Love, and it's stolen by Joel Embiid. East coming back. Simmons gets the pass back from Butler. Simmons is open for the jump shot. No good. Curry tips it to Durant. The West will run again. Love is out in front of everybody. Can he make the layup? No, he traveled. And the ball is back over to the East. It's Porter to Drummond. And timeout on the floor, as it's time for the starters to return to the game for both sides. So for the East, once again, it's going to be Westbrook on the point. Oops. Actually, we'll do the let's do the West first. For the West, it's going to be Lowry at the point. Usually the computer manager does this, so I'm a little slow on the subs here. DeRozan at the 2. Oladipo at the 3 for the West. And the 2 bigs inside, Anthony Davis and DeAndre Jordan. And now for the West. Now for the East. Giannis at the 3. James at the 4. And the big man inside is Karl Anthony Towns. And we are back in action with the West controlling the basketball. They get it to LeBron James, he penetrates, no good. Anthony Davis on the board. And the West comes back on the break. DeRozan is going to take it to the glass, and he gets it to go. And now, what is this? Hey, we've got Kemba Walker in the game. Where did he come from? He's not on the All-Star roster. How did Kemba Walker get into this ball game? He must have sneaked into the Susowitz Center. He's got his own locker room as a member of the Nature Boys, and he got screwed out of his All-Star berth in spite of the fact that he has a higher scoring average than James Harden, and he's hit more threes than James Harden. He snuck out of the locker room and put himself into the game unbeknownst to anybody, and immediately the East is forced to call timeout. They said, Kemba Walker, get out of here. You're not part of this All-Star team. They're going to put Lillard into the game to give Westbrook a little more of a rest. And Kemba Walker is being escorted out of the game. And Nate Hill is not at all happy about that. And Walker is exchanging some words with Nate Hill. You should have picked me for the All-Star team, you big dummy. I'm better than James Harden this year, and you know it. So yes, fans, that was your little Easter egg for the All-Star game. The surprise appearance of Kemba Walker, the snubbed All-Star. We're going to let Lillard go until about the 5-minute mark or so, with the East holding the lead, and then we'll see if Westbrook can get off of that fatigue. I do not know why that happened. So here we go. LeBron James, covered by DeAndre Jordan. He is open, and he is going to take the ball to the rack. Dribbled baseline, behind the backboard for a reverse layup. LeBron James with a move reminiscent of the great Dr. J, dribbling baseline, around behind the backboard and back out the other side for the reverse layup to put the East's lead back up to 6. And here comes DeAndre Jordan, working against Towns on the offensive end for the West. Jordan inside, shot no good. Jordan gets his own rebound, and he is hacked. Foul is on Karl Anthony Towns, and that is his 5th. 5 on Karl Anthony Towns. We're just going to leave him out there for now. And if he fouls out, we'll come back to Jokic. Free throw attempt by Jordan, up no good. Second attempt, again no good. So if you're going to waste a foul, waste it on DeAndre Jordan, who is not a strong free throw shooter. Damian Lillard now picked up on the switch by Davis. Lillard's shot is blocked and swatted away by Davis. Lillard is denied. Towns gets the rebound, and his putback is good. The lead is now 8 on the putback by Karl Anthony Towns. DeAndre Jordan sets up for the West, looking to set up a play. They're going to go out to DeRozan. DeRozan working against Harden. He's going to put the ball on the floor. Towns gets there. DeRozan puts it up and good. He got it there before Towns could get there. And DeRozan now has 18. And the lead is back to 6. Eastern ball, Towns. Working against Davis. He's going to go out to James Harden. Harden's going to tee up a 3. He misses again. Towns gets the offensive board. He scores on a short jump hook, and he is fouled. So Towns heard that criticism in the chat room, and he is responding with a basket and a chance to make it a 3-point play and push the lead back to 9 for the East. He gets it to go. 9-point game now as the West brings it back. Anthony Davis working against LeBron. Can't find a shot. They go to Oladipo on the wing. Oladipo steps back against Giannis for the 3. Shot no good. Davis with the offensive board. He gets his shot to go, and he is fouled on the play by James Harden. So the hoop and the harm for Anthony Davis, and he steps to the free throw line with a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. He hits it, and the lead is back to 6. Towns works inside for the East. Passes it back out to LeBron. LeBron is going to shoot the mid-range jump shot, no good. Scramble on the boards, Oladipo. And the West will push it. They get it to Lowry, back to Oladipo. Oladipo goes for the finish. He can't get it to go, but he is fouled by Lillard on the play. Let's see what's happening on the bench. Westbrook is still at a 5 fatigue, so Nate, if you're still here, let me know if you want me to go back to Westbrook with his 5 fatigue or go to Lillard. It's your call. I don't have a good explanation as to why the fatigue is acting the way it is. But Westbrook is a tired pup as Oladipo converts the first free throw. And he hits them both, and it's a 4-point game. 6:12 to play. East. Running a play through Lillard. Lillard is going to look to that LeBron guy. Working against DeAndre Jordan. And James gets around Gordon and gets it to go. The lead is once again 6 as the West comes back looking inside to DeAndre Jordan. He's going to take it up against Towns, working with 5 fouls. Finger roll misses. Rebound LeBron. The East will run. It's Lillard to Harden, and Harden jams it in. James Harden scores on the fast break shot, his 10th point of the game, and the lead is back to 8. The West needs a basket. They set up the offense. DeRozan is looking for the open man. He's going to look to Davis down on the low block. Davis working against LeBron inside. Misses the short jump hook. Gets his own rebound. Rebound shot no good. Rebound LeBron James. East brings it back on the run. Lillard to Giannis. Giannis has it stolen away by Oladipo. Oladipo now coming back. He's got to look at a 3 against Giannis. He misses. Karl Anthony Towns rebounds for the East, and the East will run again. LeBron has room on the wing, and his shot is blocked by Anthony Davis. Whoever thought we'd see this much defense in an all-star game? Giannis with the offensive follow-up is good, and the East takes the lead now by 10. Okay, so Nate's saying switch at 5 minutes. Harden is also fatigued. Indeed he is. So he wants Simmons in at shooting guard. And we'll see. Yeah, the 2 bigs for the West are fatigued. So I'm just going to go ahead and call timeout right here. And we're going to put some fresh guys into the game. We'll start with the West. We're going to come in with Jonas Valanciunas for Jordan at the center. Valanciunas having a fine year shooting the basketball. And we'll bring Durant back in at the 4 since he is fresh. Let's see, Oladipo's fresh, DeRozan's fresh, and we'll let Kyrie Irving get some run at the point. So fresh guys all around and a solid squad. Can't argue with any of these guys being in the game. And now we'll put it back over to the West. We'll stick with Lillard at the point and bring Simmons in at the 2 as Nate suggested. Giannis is still fresh because he missed time in the first half with injury. James is doing okay. Towns is doing okay. So we will stick with James and Towns for now. And in the event that Towns fouls out, we've still got Jokic who can come in or Drummond or Embiid. And Nate, if you want me to do something different with Towns, just feel free to say so. Greg Wirtz asks, how many former talents in this game? Greg, everybody in the league is a former talent. That's that. Nate is the shrewdest trader in the league, and I think every player in this game has been on his roster at some point in time. So we're back to action as the West has the ball trailing by 10. And here's Durant with the ball stolen by LeBron. And the East now has the ball with a 10-point lead. They get it inside to Giannis against Oladipo. Giannis inside is good, and he's fouled by Durant. And now the lead is 12, and it's starting to get out of hand for the East as expected. 13-point lead now as Giannis hits the free throw for his 19th point of the game. West on offense. Irving to Durant. Durant working inside. Misses the turnaround jumper. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. The East will run. Lillard hits James again for a dazzler, and the lead is 15. West coming back with Irving, passing to Durant. Durant to Oladipo. Can't find a cutter. And the West is going to be forced to use a timeout because they want to get Durant outside. Irving to Durant. Durant is open, and with the lead being what it is, Durant's going to step back for the three, and he drains it. Three-pointer for Durant, and if they can get it going from three-point land, the West may be in business here on a comeback. James on the other end is fouled by Valanciunas, and that is his first. And he connects on both free throws, and he's got 21 in the game now for the East. Irving to DeRozan. DeRozan's going to look to Durant. Durant's going to pump up another three. He misses this one, and James comes down with a rebound. The East will run. Simmons to Lillard. Lillard with the fast break layup, and he finishes. 16-point lead now for the East as the time is winding down. West still setting up the offense. This time it's going to be Kyrie Irving. He's not had a chance to do anything yet in this game. He penetrates down the lane, and he gets to the line. Foul on Giannis. Irving will shoot two for the West. First shot is up and good. And the second is good. Jokic in for Towns at any whistle under three. Okay, so... both teams have all their timeouts. So they want Jokic back in for Towns. Nate's putting all his own guys back in the game. And Westbrook back in for Lillard. And let's see what the West is going to do. I think we're going to come with Curry for the West because he's a better three-point shooter, and maybe he can make something happen from deep. Never mind on Westbrook. So Westbrook is going to go back out of the game in favor of Lillard. East to inbound. They get it down inside to Giannis. Giannis gets the pass from Jokic. He's mismatched against Curry, and that should be an easy two for Giannis. No, they call the charge on Giannis. Great defense by Steph Curry. Did I not say that Curry was going to change the game by bringing him back in for the West? He drew the charge on Giannis, much to the shock of the fans here at the Susewitz Center. Oladipo is going to look to Curry, and Curry's going to launch. He's good from beyond the arc, and the lead is 11. Too soon to foul, but the West desperately needs a stop. And Giannis throws the dazzler. LeBron throws the dazzler to Giannis, and the lead is once again 13. Oladipo has to fire up a three. He shoots and misses. Ben Simmons on the rebound. Will the East run? They run with Lillard, and he sets up Giannis for the easy two. West coming back down 15 now in the final minute of play. Valanciunas looks to set up the play. He's going to get it out to Durant. And Durant's going to tee up another three. He misses. Rebound Lillard. Simmons to Lillard. Fast break for Lillard. He misses. And Oladipo comes away with the rebound. Gives it back to Curry. And Curry scores on the dazzler from DeRozan. 13 points with 34 seconds to play. Simmons to Jokic. Back to Simmons. 30 seconds to play. Simic with the jumper, no good. And do you believe that Simmons is scoreless in this game, but with 11 assists? How about that? Giannis with 23, LeBron with 21 for the East as they pull it back out with only 20 seconds on the game clock. And Sam Pearson has a red Auerbach cigar going as Greg Wirtz says, na 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 na, hey, 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 goodbye. And just for that, Durant is going to launch a three. And no good. Durant wants the foul. Jokic on the rebound. And they're just going to let the clock run out. No, Ben Simmons on the fast break. At the buzzer, it's good. Oh, Ben Simmons adding insult to injury, throwing down the fast break jam at the final buzzer for his only 2 points of the ball game. That is your game, and the East wins by 15. And now Sam in the chat room is singing, "We are the champions of the world." Well, Sam, you and me can be proud of our East squad All-Stars, and that's the closest either one of us is going to see to a championship this year. So experts predicted the East by 20. The West actually made a game of it in the first half, and in the fourth quarter, the East managed to pull away and take the victory by a final score of 132-117. Looking at the numbers, it was Anthony Davis who led the West with 19 points and 6 boards. So fine work for AD. DeRozan with 18, Steph Curry with 18 for the West. The East was led by Giannis with 23. LeBron with 21 and 9 assists. 12 and 10 for Westbrook. 2 points, 11 assists for Ben Simmons. And predictions on the player of the game. I have not revealed the player of the game yet. Who do you all think is going to win the MVP of the All-Star game for the NBL? Do we have any opinions in the chat room? I'll give it a minute or two because my chat room tends to actually my chat room lags about 30 seconds behind the voice. So there's a little bit of a lag here. Jeff wants AD to win it. I don't think so. He was on the losing team. Greg Wirtz is pulling for Giannis. Nate wants LeBron. I'm glad y'all enjoyed the commentary. This was a tough game to commentate because I'm not really sure how fast to scroll the text. I'm not accustomed to broadcasting Strat, but glad y'all enjoyed it. I got behind a few times and had to stumble, but it was a fun game to broadcast and certainly fun to have all the chat room. Yes, Greg wants Kemba to be the MVP, and I'm with you, Greg. Kemba Walker for MVP. How about that? 1 minute. And in his 1 minute of play, he managed a -2. How about that? Kemba played in that celebrity game before. There you go. And let's see who the winner of the game is as chosen by Strat. The player of the game is LeBron James. Who'd have thunk it? LeBron with the double-double. Almost a double-double. 20 points and 9 assists. 21 and 9 for LeBron. 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Gets LeBron your player of the game honors. And with that big contract, he gets his money's worth. Yes, LeBron is a former Bomber. LeBron is a former Nature Boy. And thank you, Greg, for bringing up this All-Star game. Great idea, great execution. And thanks to everybody who joined us tonight for today's broadcast. Jeff, glad you could hang around. Greg, Sam, Nate. Did Earl ever make it into the chat room? I wonder if Earl ever made it in. Lots of NBL guys in the chat room tonight. Some of our Discord YouTube community broadcasters. Al, Red Sox fan, was here. He does great work. Guys, if you like watching these streamed games on YouTube, if you hover over any player, actually, let me put my let me put my YouTube on screen here and show you how to do this. If you go to Al Red Sox Fan, you see the three dots here at the right-hand side of his name. You hover over that and click, and you get Go to Channel. So if you enjoy watching these simulated sports games streamed live, Al Red Sox Fan is the master. He does baseball, he does boxing, and he does some football, but baseball is his specialty. So go to his channel if you want to see some baseball simulations. Amish Elvis was in the chat room. Thanks, Elvis, for coming in. And anybody else that we missed? Utah Mike, the Sports Time Machine, was here earlier in the game. Ken Castro was here for a bit. D. Scott Howard was here. Thanks for joining us. The other channel I would recommend if you enjoy these streaming broadcasts is called Retro Sports Network. Ron Juckett does the Retro Sports Network, and he does some NBA and he does some baseball. And if you are interested in watching more of this type of activity, I do a 1970 NBA game every Friday night. But Ron Juckett, Al Red Sox Fan, D. Scott Howard, who is in here, does some animal broadcasting. Sports Time Machine does some good broadcasts. So if you're interested in seeing more, it's fun to hang around YouTube and just watch sports. My wife can't figure out why I would rather watch one of my buddies broadcast a game live on YouTube than to watch a real sporting event on TV. So that's that. And no, Earl did not sign in. Thanks everybody for coming, and I am going to sign out at this point. And like I'm fond of saying in my broadcasting, that's our stream, and I am out of here.